After creating your character, if you're entering the World of Warcraft environment for the first time, what you'll see is an introductory video which gives you some of the history behind the character that you've created. To quit this or not view the video, hit the escape key on your keyboard and then just click yes to cancel the cinematic. This is part 1 of the Beginner Series tutorials. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about moving in World of Warcraft. To start with, I'm going to move away from the starting area because this is where every new person spawns. And I'm just going to move over here so I can demonstrate some of the movements. There are a couple different ways you can move around in World of Warcraft. The primary way that I use is to use my mouse. I have a right mouse button, a left mouse button, and a scroll button in the middle. The scroll button, if you use that, you can use that to zoom in and out in your video. You can also zoom in so that you're actually first person point of view. Now if you hold down your left mouse button and turn it, you'll see your camera angle turns. Your character does not. If you hold down your right mouse button and turn it, your camera angle turns, but your character turns as well. Now to move using your mouse, you'll just hold down both mouse buttons at the same time and you'll start running. You can then move your mouse to move. You can use your numbers lock key on your keyboard. That's a toggle between running and not. Once you're running, you can then use your right mouse button to turn yourself so that you're moving, or you can use your left mouse button to keep moving straight but just move your camera angle around. This is useful if you're trying to see what's around you when you're running along a path. Those are the main movements with your mouse. I'll now show you how you can move with your keyboard. You can use the letters A, D, W, and S to move, along with your numbers pad of 4, 8, 6, and 2. And then you can also use the 4 arrow keys to move. Now if I press A, I'm going to turn to the left. Same with the number 4, and same with the left arrow key. They all do the same thing. If I press D, I move to the right. Notice camera and character are all moving at the same time. The number 6 does the same, as well as the right facing arrow key. If I press the letter W, I move forward and stop. You can see where your mouse is a little more controlling than the keys. The number 8 would also move me forward, along with using the left and right keys. And then the forward arrow, or the up-facing arrow, would move me forward. To move backwards, you can use the letter S, down-facing arrow, or the number 2. The letters Q and E, there's no mouse equivalent to doing this, but the letters Q and E allow you to do what's called strafing, which is just moving right and left while still facing forward. The spacebar lets you jump, so you can run and jump. Clicking X on your keyboard allows you to sit. Clicking X again will let you stand. And then on your numbers lock area, just next to the number lock is a slash key, and clicking that toggles you back and forth between running and walking. So if I click that slash bar, I'm walking. Click it again, I'm running, and then back to walking. One more thing about movement that you'll need to worry about is swimming. If you're swimming, again, you can use your mouse in the same way. Hold down your left mouse to move the camera around without moving your character. Right mouse button moves the character and the camera. The two buttons together will move you forward to swim. If you can dive down, and you can move back up just by moving your mouse around. You'll notice when you're underwater, you get a breath bar at the top of your screen. Keep an eye on this when you're questing. If you run out of breath, you will die. The other thing you need to worry about in water is there are areas of the lakes and oceans around you that will have a darker colored water in your mini map up here. If you find you're in those areas, you'll notice a second, in addition to breath, you'll get a fatigue bar at the top of your screen. You want to stay away from those darkened areas. It's deep water and your characters don't like to swim there. Now if you're using your keyboard to move, same thing, forward, moving your camera, backwards. However, if you want to descend with a keyboard, you'll use your X key and hold that down to move down. You're not sitting, you're just descending, and then your space bar will let you rise.